My feet
Hey,
stink.
what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I'm Mike. That's Nick. Nick, check this out.
Oh, you got yours already?
I got mine already. Shout out Crazy Chris,
Wow,
the Brookfield
that's nice.
Bruins. Yeah, nice sweatshirt, nice feeling. I got it from Chris for his kid.
It's dope.
Little thing they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It feels it's unisex. So
Mhm.
obviously, it's just
I'm unisex. I'm
yeah.
unisex. I found out today, by the way. We'll get into that, but I found out today that I'm unisex.
Yeah, I'm unisex too. One sex. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we need. Men.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. We need women too. Yeah, so shout out to them. I got the fucking sweatshirt today. It was actually it's cool like to use, man. Like he got it, he left it on my car at like 5:30 in the morning. All of a sudden I seen a bag and it was a Target bag, like wrapped around my mirror. So I just assumed that one of my enemies' calling card that they put like a Target bag on there. That would be a dope calling
Right.
card, right? But yo, you're a dead man, Mike. And then
Hmm.
they just leave it, like you leave it Target.
Yeah.
So, but he left it in the bag, pulled it out. But then I was like thinking, like maybe I could use this to get in, you know, to the school like events. Try to bang,
He's in high school.
try to bang moms. You know what I'm saying?
Glad
So
you went there. I'm glad you went
just
there.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Not gonna bang anybody's mom. Don't worry about it. It's just a joke. Not that it's
You look
anything
like a
wrong with
gym teacher. You should bang up the gym teacher and then come in and be like, "Hi, I'm Michael. I'm
it.
your new gym teacher."
Yeah, it took over for this guy,
Yeah.
wherever he is.
Yeah.
That just got dark. Um yeah, so yeah, dude, very comfortable sweatshirt, man. Definitely
Nice.
enjoying it today. Even though it shot up to like 80 degrees today, I'm like, I decided to wear this sweatshirt anyway for the podcast.
So
So I'm gonna sweat like about 10 pounds out.
good. Um, My feet really do smell, by the way. I just took my sneakers off and my Do you wear socks like multiple days in a row ever?
Yeah, of course. I'm not an animal.
Do
What am
you
I
ever wear
rich?
what?
What am I rich?
Do you
Where
ever wear them too many days in a row?
yeah, like anything more than two to wear the same pair of socks, I think
Yeah.
is wrong.
Okay.
You could get by, like if you just get by like one more day to decide besides the typical 1 day wear.
Yeah.
I think if you go more like than three, you're just a dirtbag, you know?
Okay. I mean, I've gone like probably I definitely have gone over a week wearing the same socks.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
the
Didn't
sock I'm wearing right now shouldn't be worn by me. There's a hole in the thumb toe.
yeah. That's what
I
that's
should get rid of it.
that's when you know it's time to
Yeah.
give up a sock. You know what I mean? When
Hmm.
you have a hole in it
Hmm.
that you can make a hand puppet out of, then you gotta time to get rid of it, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Definitely a telltale sign.
But you could wash it one more time and have fun with it and stick your dick in it and pop your dick head out of the top of the hole.
You could do that if
You
you're a
know,
crazy person.
you should do that actually.
Yeah. Like imagine there's just like a garbage bin somewhere with just those socks all in one. I'm like, look at this fucking animals. Look what you know what they did with this sock. Anything with a hole in it, John. Yep. That's it. Right on, Steve. Yeah, man. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
What's going on with
Well,
you, man? How's every day with you?
I don't know. I'm drinking.
Nice.
That's all I can really say about that. I'm drinking.
Drinking a Heineken, huh? A Heine?
We went to go get pizza just now, and it was a pizzeria that sells beer, which a lot of them do now. And the Heine was just looking so crisp, and I was like, "Let me get one of them Heinies." And
In the
now I just
glass
picked up,
bottles.
yeah, and now I picked up another 22 ouncer, and Mike,
Very nice.
this whole work thing is just like it's getting to me, man. It's getting to me already.
You
Yeah.
you actually stayed?
I'm still there. Yeah,
Wow, I'm shocked.
yeah, it is shocking.
So you don't really like it, huh?
It's not like it's not that it's just like it's just waste. It's just such a waste of time, right? Isn't it?
It really is. If you look at it, it's just so stupid. Working man, that's why they say the line, the working man is for the sucker.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much we're a slave to our lives.
Yeah.
you know, if you think about it,
Hmm.
money is the ultimate thing we got to live by. You know,
Yeah. Well,
I
I
wish
was
I could
watching.
just live in the woods like on on nothing, and brush my teeth with butter and clay. But I'm in the real world. That place don't exist for me.
I was watching something. I watched a video the other day. It and it said something like, at least slaves knew they were slaves back in the day, right? They gave us money and they made us just slave for it, right? And like they convinced us that we're not really slaves, but I mean, we are. We're all slaves to fucking moolah.
Yeah, we're the
You know?
ultimates. We're slaves that we don't even know it.
Yeah.
You know, you're so money, you're so slave, you don't even know it. Unfortunately,
Uh,
that's the case, man. What are you gonna do? You have to work, right? You have to like make a living. You can't really just decide to like. I mean, you could become like a bum and just live on the streets, like with newspaper as like your blanket. But that's
true.
crazy. You can't do that
Yeah.
unless you're like fucking really crazy. I don't know where could you go like with no money? Like you have to.
The YMCA.
The YMCA will let you in.
Yeah.
I know they probably let people shower. Like 'cause I actually belonged to a YMCA up in
Yeah.
Tarrytown, New York, back in the day,
Hmm.
and there was a lot of crazies that went in there. I just signed up. It was a nice little gym, but they had a nice basketball court redone. So like that was the spot to like play ball back then. So
Yeah.
I signed up and I was actually worked there for like a couple years, which is crazy
That
to
is
get like
crazy.
free membership. But yeah, I was teaching people how to work out and stretch and shit like that. I didn't know what I was talking about. I wasn't certified. If you're watching YouTube, like the background on Nick's thing is just a pair of titties. Gigantic.
If you're not watching YouTube.
Yeah, if you're not watching, just watch it because they're breathtaking.
God, look at all these things that I made in my life, right? Like, if you want to be somewhere, just here. Look, this is the last page of the book for crying out loud. What does it say? What does
What
it
are
say?
you? What are you crazy? Hey, what are you doing, man? I'm changing. Maybe.
What do you know?
Letter
Uh,
of resignation that you're
the
holding.
top, the top is like it's supposed to say, "Hey, what are you doing, man? Changing. What are you crazy? Maybe." And then the top is it says something like,
Oh,
if you're somewhere you want to be, just leave. It's not worth your time or whatever." And then it says, just remember, let the door kick you in the ass.
you
I mean,
should
that's
you
fine.
should number the clouds so you know which ones to read first.
I think I, I think I was gonna do that. Did I do that in the book? That might be all. I think I may have done that in the actual printed copy of the book
Yeah, I
for
don't
dum
remember,
dums.
but I'm looking at it now
Dum
and I'm
dums.
like, but yeah, that's I mean, resignation, man. I think a lot of people like had that thought, but most people like the jobs. I don't know what it is. People are loyal to jobs, but the jobs are never loyal to you.
No, people
You
aren't loyal to jobs. They're just pussies. Let's be real.
I mean,
Let's
I
be
think
fucking
some
real.
people are. I think some people are like their jobs and are comfortable.
We're
That they
scared.
just like, you know what I mean? But maybe some people are scared to like move on from the job. But if they like it, why would they want to move? But I'm saying at the same time, the company don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could just like you could be replaced by Monday. They don't give a shit about you.
You
So I'm
can
saying like
replace
why are people that really like loyal to their job? I'm saying the ones that are. Why are they?
these hoes ain't
Because
loyal.
maybe they like it. I think a lot of people are loyal to their jobs because they like it. They like what they do.
Mike, nobody likes what they do. Mike.
Even like a doctor that saved a like a heart patient or whatever, saved a life. You don't
Yeah.
think he goes home and just does crazy amounts of cocaine and just bags hookers because he's celebrating that he just saved his life
100%.
like a superhero? I mean, that's what I think all doctors do. Like,
Imagine a doctor that went to school for like 12 years, like a heart surgeon, and like the first week of work, they're like, "Oh my God, what did I do? This is the worst job ever."
you don't want to be that doctor.
And they hate their job forever.
Yeah. And he just signs prescriptions all day because he don't give a fuck. He's like, yo, what do you want? Sky Rizzy? All right, take it.
Yeah,
By the way,
dude.
Sky Rizzy was on they mentioned it during Family Guy this past Sunday, the latest episode of Family Guy. They mentioned Sky Rizzy about 5 times. It's
Oh,
hilarious. Like they were listening to our conversations about Sky Rizzy. I was like, they have to. Somebody's watching our show.
Sky Rizzle, bro.
It was really funny. Yeah, check that out. Family Guy. Sky Rizzy, he's crazy. Sky Rizzy, plaque
No.
psoriasis.
By the way, remember last week I was like talking shit about how like I entered shit into like poetry contests and stuff and like and I lost or whatever. Didn't I
Yes,
mention that? And I was gonna read
Thomas.
like
I'm gonna
something or
read like a
whatever.
21
Yeah, it's
paragraph, something like that.
too long. I'm not gonna read it. It's too long. But I read the winning poems and did I talk about reading the poems? I don't think I actually talked about reading. No.
No,
I read them, Mike, and they're just like it's just bizarre to me. I think I'm gonna change my name. I'm gonna create like a what is it like a nom de plume or something. You change your name
Sudium.
pseudonym. I'm going
That's
to change it to like a very ethnic woman's name, and
that's a
I'm
good
going to write a poem, and I'm going to win the competition. I know
idea.
that because Mike, I looked at all the people's names that win.
Mhm.
None of them are fucking like Jonathan Scott or fucking definitely no Italian fucking names in there. But they'll be like the most African Nigerian fucking name that you could think of, like Indian name. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, they're biased towards those types of people because that's what poetry fucking is to them now. You know what I mean? It's like it's just about like that. I mean, Jesus Christ. This one poem that won, Mike, is exactly the same kind of as one of my poems. It's just not as I'm not I don't even think I don't sit here and say like, "Oh, my poetry's the best," right? It's a broken down, beaten up version of one of the poems that I fucking wrote, right? It's basically it's called it's the one that MI it's like um I wake up, I brush my teeth, like the clock fucking the alarm clock buzzes, so I wake up. I get up out of bed, I brush my teeth. The person did the same thing, but
Uh-huh.
in the most stupid fucking way that I've ever heard. It's like this. Basically, like say, all right, I walked to the store. I was at the store. I was still at the store. And then I thought to myself, and then I came home. Like it was just like it was very similar, but fucking stupid.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, and I was like, how the fuck did this win? Nobody wrote a better poem than this piece of shit.
What, what was her name?
I'll look it up right fucking now, man.
I
I'm
can't
telling
wait
you, it
to
was
hear
an.
it.
And I can read you the fucking poem too. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
We gotta think of a good name for you to enter these poems with.
Yeah,
Shania Twain Mohawken.
let's
Shania Twain
see.
is hot.
Here we go. La la la. Okay, the Adroit Journal. I guess if you want to just keep a conversation going, we could do this while I'm looking because I don't know how long it's going to take me to forget this fucking thing up and going. But
I'm just excited to find out what her name is. I want
all
to
right.
see like it's probably just run by like a bunch of like far left libs
Yeah,
just out of
100%.
control. You know what I mean? They're just
100%.
out of control.
You can't win with an Italian last name.
They think like babies could get transitioned when they're like 2 months old. They're sick.
You know what's insane? The poetry editor, her name is Italian, Emily Cinquemani. But still, that doesn't mean she's going to fucking. All right. So let's see. All right. I'm so impressed by how. Oh, wow. Anna Laura Reeves. That's not that ethnic. Kirsten Shu Ying Chen, obviously.
That's pretty ethnic right there.
That one is.
Gotta say.
Let's see. Anna Laura
Sounds like
language
somebody I know.
spell of. Oh, here it is. I think the spell of domesticity is the fucking thing. Yes. This is the poem that I read. Okay, ready?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
You hear
Okay.
this dumb shit.
It's November, the Maui Invitational, and you watch basketball until you fall asleep on the couch. I am under a spell of domesticity. I go to bed too. I sleep and sleep and sleep. I put my arms around my daughter in the yellow t-shirt, in the Minecraft t-shirt, in the tie-dyed t-shirt, and she rolls over beneath the duvet. She rolls over in the Pokemon t-shirt. She rolls over in the blue dress. I open the door, walk toward the hall in the woven slippers and the ecru sneakers. In the black ankle socks, I open the door to walk. Down the hall in black mules. Over unknown substances, I walk barefoot. Over a diffuse galaxy. Over walnut planking. I come into the living room where you are watching basketball, where you turn to look at me, where I stand in the school hoodie. Turning, you look at me. In the shirt I tied up on a Monday, on a Tuesday morning after a run. on a dark Wednesday, on a Thursday night, after the mercury rose, Friday night when you told me what I said, when I told you that's not what I said, that I never called you that, and that's not what I want, that I never said that word, and finally that I didn't give a shit. Old and a waltz, the band, stricken when you turn, your brown hair flying over your shoulder, flying on your way to the key hook, your hand, turning the knob as you say you cannot believe. You cannot believe as you pull on your shoes, on your way to the car, as you slam the door. I go to bed, to sleep and sleep, under a spell of domesticity. I fall asleep on the couch. You watch basketball. It's November. That's it.
Boring.
Boring, right?
Fucking boring. I'm just like, what a loser. Fucking poem. Why would he write that garbage?
It was a chick.
Why would she write that garbage? Why was she watching the WNBA? No wonder why his fucking poem sucks. She's watching that fucking garbage basketball. They can't even make layups. No offense to WNBA players, but they're horrible.
Now I'm gonna read my poem. It's the
Go
same
ahead.
fucking poem basically. Am I? The alarm clock sounds, so I get up. Forget it. I'm gonna snooze for a bit. Once, twice, three times. All right, I guess it's time to get up. I crawl out of bed, put on my moccasins, and head to the bathroom. I check the mirror, brush my teeth, and wash my face. I head back into my room and throw on some dress pants and a polo shirt. I grab my shoes, put them on, and then lace them up. Keys, check. Wallet, check. Cell phone, check. Okay, I'm good to go. Hop into my car, find a parking spot near the train, and walk to the station. I take the 27-minute train ride into work, hop off the train, and walk a couple blocks to my office. I work all day. I sit all day. I stare at the computer screen all day. Lunchtime, back to work. More of the same. I leave work. I begin my journey home. The walk to the train station, the train ride, the walk back to my car, the car ride home. I get home. I open the fridge. Nothing. I order delivery. I eat it in front of the TV. I watch mind-numbing shows. I grab some ice cream from the freezer. I watch more TV. I get sleepy. I brush my teeth. I lie in bed. I watch more TV. I fall asleep. The alarm clock wakes me up, so I snooze. Come on. It's the same fucking poem.
I remember reading this. This was
Yeah,
a
you
poem.
read it. What?
Yeah, it's a lot better than that.
It's a
Other
lot better. It's a lot
yeah,
fucking better. It's the mundanity of whatever the word of every human being's fucking existence nowadays.
right.
Right? But what? Because she wrote fucking things like your Pokemon t-shirt, your blue t-shirt, your red dress, and then I walk over a sea of walnuts, my wooden floor. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
She Russian?
Dude, they try to be like so like in tune.
I
You know
know.
what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that was so in tune, man. And
Right.
like everybody around the table's like, I don't even know what that meant. And then they're like, no, but like, right? And they're like, oh yeah, right. Yeah, and they're like dick snapping.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah, you're so deep, man.
yeah.
You're so fucking deep. Yeah, they're the worst. They're the worst our society fucking offers, man. If you want an honest opinion about poem, you take that shit to the hood. They'll tell you what up. They'll tell you if it's good or not. You know what I
Right.
mean? You want like a real audience. You don't want those pretentious fucking morons.
No,
Fuck that shit.
you couldn't win anything. You couldn't win. You couldn't win. You can't win against those people. Anyway,
No.
there's nothing that comes out of my mouth that those fucking people would enjoy anyway. They wouldn't enjoy a conversation with me. They wouldn't enjoy a fucking Pokemon game with me. They wouldn't enjoy I could give them the best hand job of their lives.
They
They
wouldn't
wouldn't even
enjoy it.
enjoy that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Man, that's telling.
Yep. They'd be like, stay away from me with that you dirty, dirty hand.
That robotic hand you're using.
Yeah. I
Man.
don't know. I tried being like
Yeah.
calm and peaceful to those people. Like they'll write to me, right? Sorry, we don't want we didn't accept your poems. There's no spot for them this year. Like keep up the hard work. So I always would be like, oh, thanks for getting back to me.
Mhm.
Now, this stupid fucking place wrote to me and said, we didn't accept you. And then they sent me a follow-up email that said, oh, please excuse us. Please excuse our last email. And I'm like, oh shit, they fucked up, right?
Oh
So
shit.
like they're like, we sent the wrong name of the contest, but we just wanted to let you know, thank you again. We'll you didn't win. blah blah blah. They just
Oh,
made a typo in the fucking email.
oh,
So I wrote back to them, "Oh
oh.
man, I thought you were apologizing because I got accepted." Haha, like laughing. No fucking response from those fucking twats.
I thought they were gonna write like an email to you, like just dissing you. Like, oh, we forgot to like diss you even more. So here's a follow up in case you didn't get the first email. Wow, what fucking horrible people, man.
Yeah, stupid. And
Yeah.
you gotta pay to fucking
To
like
answer it?
some like I don't enter the competitions anymore because they're like fucking $30. And I used to just waste my fucking money because the dude, number one, it's probably people. No, actually, no, I don't want to say that people like know who it is or whatever because like you're not supposed to put your name on most of them. But these other ones, they're just $3, and it's to get into a magazine, or like a publication or whatever. And like, come on, man, are you fucking serious? I can't get into one fucking like I applied to like I think like twenty of them over the past like 3 months or something like that.
Wow, really?
Not one of them's gonna fucking bite, dude. I've made hilarious fucking greeting cards that I sent to places. They fucking bring them back, dude. They're fucking funny greeting cards. Okay, what the fuck are they looking for?
Why don't you write? Did you write to like Hallmark?
Hallmark doesn't really accept from like randos.
You should be like, yeah, I got some ideas. Or go to the headquarters. Imagine you just show up. No, imagine you just show up to like a regular Hallmark store, like on Central Avenue. Like, I want to see the boss here. You're gonna accept my fucking poetry,
That'd be
and you're
hilarious.
gonna put this shit on a greeting card because it's hilarious. Oh, that'd be great. You get
They'd
arrested
send you
right
away.
there.
They'd
That's
send
probably
you
what you
away.
need to
Take
do.
handcuffs.
Nowadays, you need to go viral. So that
Yeah,
would make you go viral, and you
yeah.
would fucking, you would take control. People would be definitely buying your greeting cards. You'd be like the next look.
I'm gonna read you some greeting cards, and you're gonna tell me if they're funny or not.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a missing you greeting card. On
Mhm.
the outside, there is a picture of the back of a car driving off with the sun waving out the window. Car license plate says college bound. Mom is on the front lawn crying. Words on the front say, "Son, I miss you already." Dot dot dot. Inside of the card is a picture of the mom staring at the son's messy room. And the words now say, "On second thought, have fun at college. Love you." Come on. That's the stupid, cheesy fucking card that you pick up sometimes. And you're like, all right, this works.
I
Right?
buy it. I definitely buy. I've had a kid go, yeah, that's the card I'm getting. It's
Now
stupid and cheesy.
listen to this one. Missing you.
Mhm.
Outside of the card is a picture of two kids dressed up as superheroes. The words in words on the outside, remember the good old days, building snowmen in the backyard, dressing up as superheroes? Inside, words. Me too. Miss you, little bro. That's it.
How to, he had to know somebody when you write that junk. He knew fucking Mr. Hallmark.
What do you mean? I wrote these.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
It's like, why are they not working? Why is somebody saying, yes, I could use that? That's very stupid, very simple. Why are they not picking that up?
There's probably different channels you got to go through. I don't know. I don't know
That's
how.
bullshit.
I don't know how any of that works.
This is my favorite one right here. This is the last one.
All right.
Another missing you, okay?
Mhm.
Outside, a man is writing a letter at a desk in his room. Words. In this life, there's three things we must always remember. Inside, number one, the Alamo. Number two, always be sure to wear clean underwear. And number three, no matter how far apart we are, remember that I'll always be here for you.
Nice. That's a
Right?
nice one. Yeah, I like that. I would buy that.
Fuck, man.
I would definitely see him like, all right, this is perfect. The Alamo. Why was that such a thing in like Pee Wee Herman and shit? How you gotta remember the Alamo? Fucking guy was crazy.
Yeah, he was.
Great,
Oh, God.
man. It's crazy.
It's all about who you know,
Crazy.
man.
That's
You could
what
be
it
the
is.
fucking best ever anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
about who you know.
that's all that matters, man.
Yep.
Like Dr. Phil, he knew Oprah. That's how that motherfucker got on. You know, damn right, it's about who you know.
My grandfather used to say, "It's not about who you know, it's who you blow."
That's also one way to put it.
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
I mean, we live a crazy life, man.
Yeah.
Crazy life. A lot of ideas out there flowing. We just got to get it to the right people.
I know.
That's all it is. And to make those happen, or
Too
just
drunk to
go to
fuck.
fucking Hallmark and act like a crazy person, go viral. I'll record it.
That's true.
Yeah, let me speak to Mr. Hallmark. I got these greeting cards. Everybody's gonna listen to
Let me talk to Mr. Mark. Who the fuck is Mr.
them.
Mark?
All right, give me Mr. Hall then. I'm not stupid. Let me speak to your manager. I gotta get these Hallmark fucking things in here. You crazy? It's now or never, bitches. Yeah, we have a lunatic here. He's giving us his greetings, his miss you greetings.
Shit.
Maybe that's just a skit we got to do, in the comedy show.
Yeah.
Bring those skits back. That's what the world needs. They need another like good skit show, like in Living Color, Dave Chappelle, obviously, Key and Peele.
True.
They definitely need. World is missing something like that.
Well,
Who's that guy?
that's me as a kid with a beard and dressed up as a cowboy.
You actually look Amish. Definitely look Amish in that fucking picture.
That's funny. I'm gonna make that my background.
So,
Yeah.
some topics. You want to go into like the news now?
Sure.
What's going on in the world? A little crazy fucking news. I don't know if you heard about this. Would be potential first round pick Kyron Lacey, LSU wide receiver,
Hmm.
shot himself, killed himself,
Oh,
and pretty much like the backstory on that, he was involved in like a crash. Like he was like swerving through lanes, driving 100 miles an hour, going in opposite lanes, being driving recklessly, right?
yeah.
He caused an accident that killed a 78-year-old man.
Oh,
This
God.
happened a couple months ago. So basically, he fled the scene. He didn't like just fled the scene, right? And then like I think today he was going to face the consequences. He was going to have to go see a judge and see you know, what's going to happen,
Yeah. Yep.
So he just had an argument with his family again. Shot a gun at the ground. Decided to get in the car again.
Yeah.
Fucking drive. Cops are chasing him. Crashed, and then he
Oh,
blew his head off.
wow.
But yeah, but the first time when he like a lot of people are like arguing online, like they're saying rest in peace to this guy. I'm like, yo, fuck this guy. He
Mhm.
caused the death. That was his choice. It wasn't a mistake. People are saying, oh, he just made a mistake. A mistake is not killing somebody's life, driving recklessly on purpose.
Mhm.
That's just not a mistake. That's a choice he fucking made.
Mhm.
And then obviously he fled the scene. Everybody's like, "Oh, you don't know if he was drunk or not." I'm like, allegedly or whatever. He was probably fucking drunk because he fled the scene. You
Mhm.
don't usually flee a scene unless if you're perfectly fucking sober. You know what I mean? He had to be fucking hammered. Allegedly, I don't get fucking sued, but I mean,
Mhm.
come on, man. I mean, what do we all grow up like fucking today?
Right. I
So
mean, yeah, listen, the guy did what he did. I mean, listen, people love to back like I don't know. I'm not saying whatever. I'm just saying what right in a different circumstance. People love to back up people that they have no
celebrities,
business backing up fucking people like criminals,
but
right?
they're celebrities. That's why, right? Or professional athletes. They feel like they look up to them for some fucking strange reason, or they're special.
I don't know, man. I
Why
think
is
people
that?
they just people just back up they back people that they have no business backing, like criminals. Why'd you have to shoot him? Because he only had a fucking hand grenade in his hand.
Yeah, I know.
What did you want me to do? Have him throw the hand grenade at me first and then like try to dodge it by the best I can? Like, don't come at somebody with a knife.
Right.
Don't expecting that you're not going to get shot by a cop. Don't come at somebody with a fucking baseball bat or a hammer. Don't even come at me if you're way bigger than me
It's true.
and I'm a cop and I have a gun. I'm going to shoot you. Like
I
I'm not
know.
going to shoot you to kill you. Personally, yes, I'm going to bust your kneecaps out. But like, if you're coming out with a knife,
You're
That
gonna
could
get
kill you.
shot,
Right.
right?
That
You're
could
trying to
kill.
kill me.
Right.
Why do I have to then try to save you by shooting you in your fucking
Uh,
knee?
People think you could just actually take and just shoot the knife out their hands like it's the movies
Right.
or something.
Yeah.
Like, what are you nuts? You ever fucking shot a gun before?
Right.
You know, people are so fucking stupid. I think it's more to do with like with the celebrity status. Like people like when everybody, like OJ Simpson, everybody knew that motherfucker murdered his ex-wife and that dude that showed up, to the house. Everybody knows it, but
Right.
yet people like some people celebrated that he
Yeah.
got off just because he was Nordberg. And I kind of remember being like that too back in the day. I was like, oh, fucking hope Nordberg gets out. Then I'm like, why would I feel that way? I'm like, fuck Norberg. He's a murderer. He's a
Yeah.
fucking killer. He did this,
Yep.
you know? But yeah, people just like, I remember people were fucking celebrating when OJ fucking got, that's too many fucking Amish kids in the background, Nick. It looks like you have twins and they're fucking Amish. That's ridiculous. Whoever dressed you up like that, that's child abuse. You look like you look like a young Osama bin Laden.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
If Osama bin Laden was wearing a little boy's cowboy hat, like this would be Osama bin Laden for sure. It looks like you were in a cave for about 7 years hiding out from the US government.
I look so adorable though. Look, I have like a little like I'm hiding. I'm trying to not smile. I'm like,
Yeah, right. But at the same time, on the inside, I'm like, I know this fucking costume is hilarious right now, but I ain't gonna give it into him. I ain't gonna laugh and show
yeah.
that I find their humor in this. Shit.
Oh shit.
I remember stealing when I was a kid, stealing like my mom's high heels and taking like fucking like cantaloupes or some shit, right? Something round, and I'd stuff it in my fucking shirt and I'd be
Yeah.
running downstairs with the heels and the boobs.
Yeah.
Thank God we don't live in the day where your parents will just transition you because
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
a fucking limb nowadays would see that as a joke.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, this motherfucker wants to be a woman now.
Yep.
Fucking Mike is Michelle. Like,
Yep.
thank God my parents had a fucking brain and didn't do that to us. Imagine that.
Yeah.
They just fucking decide to transition you, bro. Oh, that'd be whack.
Yeah.
Imagine they transition Malarzik to like Michelle,
Oh,
or Eugene to Eugenia. You know?
Eugenia.
Crazy Chris as Crazy Christina. you know,
Marshmallow as Marshmallow. Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Uh,
Oh shit, Marshmallow is fucking angry. You don't want to play softball anymore with us?
Marshmallow. I wonder what he looks like nowadays. He's probably like a fucking toothpick. He probably weighs like 200, like 189 pounds. He's like all healthy and shit like that.
He's probably putting on fucking too many mileage on his car because he's driving everywhere to take his kids to sports. Sports nowadays with kids, they travel all over the fucking planet.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. Tournament here, tournament there. Like, dude, when we played basketball, like we drove like within our
5
Westchester,
miles.
we drove within like 20-mile radius. I think like we were playing, that's our away games. We weren't traveling like 4 hours and sleeping overnight. That just didn't happen.
No.
These kids, like, they got a fucking made, man.
Yeah.
Traveling, dude. I wish I grew up like playing basketball as a traveling team. That would have been so much fun.
I was not good enough to be on the traveling team.
Not in any sport,
No, I sucked at sports when I was a kid.
even bowling.
You know what's funny about bowling? I actually partook I was in a bowling league, and I what you did too?
Yeah, I fucking love bowling in fucking grade school.
Me too. And then
I was good.
yeah, it's fucking. I went into a competition, and I choked, and I
Oh,
remember
shit.
that this little kid, his name was Reese. I just remember his name because it was like Pee Wee Reese.
You want to find them and kill them?
This little shithead was so good. I think he was a
Yeah.
little lefty. He was like a fucking little midget, right?
Yeah,
He kind of looked like me in these pictures, honestly. But
he's probably a 43-year-old man. He was just a midget back in the day. He was just fucking throwing strikes, fucking flamethrower. He
probably
had a brace in his hand. He was nasty. Your fucking teammate, your classmate.
No, I didn't know this kid. He was I competed against him. I saw him one time in my whole entire life.
How big was his head? Did he have a big head?
He looked like a little Chucky doll.
Yeah, so that he was probably like a midget, a small person, you know? You
Yeah,
could tell, like with the big heads and the small body, you could tell. Like the guy from Game of Thrones.
yeah, little mini
We love
me.
you, midgets. Just messing around with you small people.
Yeah,
Politically correct. Just kidding.
that crazy Chris is going crazy right now.
Oh, dude, there's this midget, not a small person, sorry, at the gym. She was really good looking, but she went to the Stairmaster, and every time she's on the Stairmaster, I always like to watch because it's just like she's like reaching, and any second, it's like so dangerous for her. Like she's just gonna any step she takes, her little steps, like she's gonna miss and just fucking fall.
Yeah.
And I want to be right there to catch her, like from behind, and then me and the small person we fall in love and have a bunch of small babies. No, but she was like really, yeah, she was really pretty, man. She was hot.
What was her name? Just make a name up.
Yeah, Sarah.
Sarah. That's a pretty name for
It
a
was
midget.
Sarah. That's her name.
Yeah,
And I'm
I'm
not
sure.
gonna say what gym I'm going to, but
Well, I think that if anybody's listening
you'll figure it out.
and they go to that gym, they know who you're talking about.
Yeah, of course, dude. Anybody, we all know each other pretty much, whether by name or face or both,
Or penis.
or penis in the, sometimes in the locker room. Actually, the locker room etiquette gotta fucking be upheld. There's some dudes just like walking around having conversations like with their junk hanging out. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There should be like a rule in the shower that you have to fucking like wrap a towel around yourself. Like it's fucking gross.
Yep.
I gotta start fucking changing in the woman's section. I should be allowed to go in there. I should be like, I'm decided to transition now and go in there and change. I bet it's so much nicer.
Probably.
Actually, it really is. It is because they had a switch. They were doing construction on the men's and women's best restroom, or the locker room, I should say. So when they're working on the women's locker room, the women's have to go to the men's and the men's have to go to the women's. And then when you know what I mean, because you can't have men working in the women's locker room, so you had to switch. And when I went in the women's locker room, dude, it was beautiful. It was magnificent. It was fucking clean.
Yeah.
Like it was nice. We're just barbaric. We just mess shit up.
It's gross.
As men. Men mess shit up. We just do. We fuck shit up. Like they make everything better at women. I gotta be honest. Like you do have a bathroom. Like remember we had a bathroom in fucking at your apartment? It's just fucking gross.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go to a woman's apartment and her bathroom just has like these, everything's like there's a bowl that's like blue inside of it. There's fucking like potpourri everywhere. There's soap. Hands. There's towels for everything you could possibly imagine, every different sizes.
Yeah.
And it just smells like so great in there. There's magazines in the back you just pull out and just start reading. You have to, of course, it's like Cosmo and Vogue, but it's fucking nice in there.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. We're just the dirty species, man.
We're fucking apes, bro.
We'd be the dirty species. I don't know how anybody. Oh no, this is what I was gonna say. Like how the placement of like urinals in a bathroom doesn't make sense sometimes. Like if you're washing your hands and the urinal is like to the right of you,
Uh-huh.
your instinct, you have to force yourself. You're like to not make it seem like you got to be like, all right, I gotta look straight forward because I don't want to turn and get a face full of dick in my face, right?
Right.
Why do they do that? Put the fucking urinals. I know the plumbing's all there, it's all tied in. Then put a fucking barrier up. Put a fucking metal barrier up so the guy doesn't have to fucking feel awkward. Also,
I want the Berlin Wall up there to block my view.
Dude, two urinals right next to each other, no barrier. What fucking animal is gonna piss right next to you?
No. I'd rather wait. I'd rather have my kidney explode than to be going next to a fucking dude.
Insane, man.
Yeah. I can't if it's like I tell you what though, when you're drinking, like at the bar, like we used to go out back in the day, used to fucking drink till like 3 a.m. You pee anywhere, you don't give a fuck. But if you're dead sober and you're just like coming down to take a piss, no, it ain't happening.
Yo,
I'd rather
But
bring my own thing. I'll bring a fucking like some kind of like blanket or some shit. I'll just hang from the ceiling, like on a hook.
when I was younger, do you remember in your school, did they give you pamphlets about like it was so like one of the kids would say like I was in I was in the gym class or like I was in the bathroom the other day and I was peeing in the urinal and I looked over at little Jimmy's dick.
What?
And in the explanation in this book, it goes, it's normal to be curious about somebody else's like junk or whatever. And I'm like, this was a pamphlet that was handed out to me in school.
Yo, what pedophile handed this shit out to you? What guest speaker came in?
Dude, it
Arrest
was,
that motherfucker.
it was in school. It was given out to us in class.
Dude, no fucking way. If they, dude, oh no, no fucking way.
So as soon as I saw that, I was pissing next to little Jimmy. Little Jimmy, I was like, "Let me see your dick, little Jimmy."
How big's that way, Jimmy?
It's not normal. I've never in my life said that I
know.
wanted to look over in the urinal and see
Oh.
what little Jimmy's dick looked like.
Right.
Ever.
No, I've never wanted to see another dick in my life.
Except for the fact that through porn, we've seen
That's-
more dicks than it's unnatural the amount of penises that we've seen in our lives.
I think I'm so like unscathed by them now because I've seen so many. Like I've just like they don't mean anything to me anymore.
Right.
Like porn definitely like ruined that, but it's like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a like at least like we had like parental guidelines so you wouldn't see like two dicks in the same scene. Now you might click on that by accident when you're on Pornhub because they don't separate that shit. If it's just like a if the search engine just for like a blowjob or whatever, it could be two dudes, and then you're like, oh no. And then what if you accidentally click on it? Then all of a sudden, Pornhub got like a crazy fake algorithm about you, and now you just get bombarded with dicks left and right. Like it'd be a disaster waiting to happen. I would just take my iPad and I would just probably throw it out my window.
Yeah.
Well,
try not to accidentally click on the one where there's two guys sucking each other off next time, Mike.
Yeah, but sometimes your thumb slips.
You know,
You know what I mean? You scroll up or scroll down, and all of a sudden, bang! They're like, and you're like, he's so quick to like change it. You're like somebody's fucking watching. You change that. You're trying to find the button, or you're turning the power off or something. Like, I'm like, I can't see this. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Listen, I'll admit I seen a gay porno once. The girls never came. The girls never came.
Got him.
Dude, that scene. I saw a gay porno once. The girls never came. The girls never came.
They never came. You're waiting for 45 minutes. Like, where are they? Please show up. This is just too much.
You know what movie that's from, right?
Rain Man.
No, it's
Super bad.
no, it's not super bad either.
Um,
Oh, what the fuck is it?
Batman.
No.
It'd be funny if Batman said it.
I saw a gay porno once.
I watched a gay porno once.
The girls never
The
came.
girls never came. I'm Batman.
What is it? Oh, the girls never came. Here we go. What is this? All right, Bring It On. It was no.
What?
Wait. Scott. I saw. Oh, Euro Trip. Yes, it's Euro Trip.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a funny kind of culty movie.
Oh, dude, that movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was culty, man. Because I think it was bigger like when it came out on like VHS or some shit.
I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this right now. The girls never came. Let's see. Okay.
I've been watching Oz recently again, the HBO special where they're all in jail.
I never saw it.
That's when you've seen a lot of dicks. I watched that fucking show like back in the day because it came out like late 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember just fucking watching this shit. Yo, the show was fucking amazing. They had some fucking good actors that came out of that, like Dean Winters,
Mhm.
the guy in the All Safe funny commercials, always crashing, breaking shit.
Mhm.
Like, dude, he's like the apparently like a king of New York, bro. Like everybody fucking knows this guy.
Really?
get anywhere. Like everybody, like dude, he's like fucking huge apparently.
Hmm.
I like him. He's a funny fucking actor, Dean Winters.
I never seen him in anything other than the commercials.
I've seen his dick. I didn't want to, but fucking Oz is just it's crazy. Oz like for some reason like they wanted to be real authentic about prison life.
Yeah.
They were just showing dicks, and then Luke Perry actually guest starred season 4 and season 5 on that show, and he just showed up butt ass naked running around, and it was crazy. Luke Perry, like that's when Luke Perry's like, holy shit, this dude could act. Like that, he can act, that fucking dude. Rest in peace, Luke Perry.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
Dude, he was a real fucking cool dude, man. That was crazy though, 90210 fucking years, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all those fucking maniacs just screaming at you? You walk into a mall and they just start screaming at your name? Like that's gotta be like insane.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
What are you screaming at?
You know what's crazy? Those people that like the chicks that loved Luke Perry finally got to see his dick. And the same thing with like Jesse, what's her name? Jesse Katsopoulos. We saw her tits.
Yes.
But like, really, you want to see fucking what's
Grande.
her name? What?
Ariana Grande naked.
No, you want to see fucking Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Her too.
Even though Lisa Turtle was probably really the prettiest one out of all of us.
Lisa Turtle was really pretty, but we didn't like her back then. Like, it's about Kelly.
We weren't brought up liking her.
Yeah, it's like I can't like a name with Lisa Turtle.
They didn't make her to be out to be. You just were led down the road to like Kelly, right? Think of like Jesse as the nerd, and fucking Lisa is just a fucking, I don't know, just a dunce or whatever the fuck she was. But then you realize like, yo, Lisa's fucking dope. Jesse's fucking dope.
They're all dope. Remember Stacey Carosi came on?
Oh, Stacey, dude.
She was fucking dope. There was big arguments in school about who's hotter, Stacey Carosi or Kelly. I'm like, it's Kelly. Don't fucking start with that Stacey Carosi bullshit, man. Freak.
What about Tori?
Tori came in. She was like kind of like the dyke though.
Yeah,
she was like Joe from Facts of Life. Like, you know what I mean? Those two should have got together, like in a spin-off and be like lesbos together. But Kelly Kapowski, it was all about her. Oh my god, like the whole volleyball fucking episode 1, Zach pulls out a cardboard cutout of fucking Kelly Kapowski holding a volleyball. I'm like, that's it. That's the chick I want to marry right here.
Dude, Alex Mack. Let's think about all I used to love Alex Mack.
Mm-hmm.
She was hot. Punky Brewster.
Punky was hot.
But of all the chicks now that were the hottest and still super, like the chicks from Step by Step, dude. Dana Berger was not hot on the show. They made her a dweeb. She's fucking hot now. And Al, dude, I used to have the biggest crush on Al. She's fucking smoking hot now.
Al or Alf?
Al. Look them both up. Look Dana Berger up.
No, I don't need to. I know.
Yeah.
I fucking know. I see them, man. I was like, yeah, you're right. I went down like that rabbit hole, like on Twitter. You click on like who's still hot or some shit, or who's hot now. Yeah, dude, I went down the rabbit hole with all them.
Yeah.
But Ariana Grande, I would love to see naked. I like her, man. Ariana Grande's fucking banging, but she got too skinny recently, though.
Yeah,
she looks like a skeleton. I'm like, yo, what are you doing to yourself, man? You look good like years ago.
Yeah.
Whack. Too much drugs or whatever, allegedly. You know, too much meth, allegedly. Too much throwing up in the fucking garbage on fucking West fucking 12, allegedly. But yeah, that's crazy. Man. All right.
Well, time to watch TV now.
Yeah, I think so. We're going to talk about like a downer, but I don't want to bring it up.
Bring it up.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
All right. So this guy, like Kyron Lacey, you know, that we talked about before.
Yeah.
That I totally just forgot that we talked about.
Yeah.
I was going to bring him up, but we already talked about him.
Oh my God. How much weed did you smoke tonight?
It was inedible. So
it was inedible, guys. It was inedible.
It was inedible. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so
All right.
that's pretty much like all I got, unless you got something.
I got nothing.
Got nothing? All right. So like let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
So you know what to do. Support your local baseball teams,
Yep.
your friends, support the t-shirt company coming soon, TDTF.
Yep.
And enjoy the week. We'll see you next week. We
Yep.
love you guys.
Later, guys.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Sometimes the darkness shades the light. Sometimes the day feels like the night. I don't know what's wrong with me. Never mind about what I've seen. I'll sit alone in this disguise, but I'll try. So I hang my head, I drown my thoughts, smoke my stuff, then I sing my song. I don't know much what it used to be. I love myself, but I don't love me, no. The question still remains, is this our fault? Even if could it bring